So, I'm going to go ahead and tell you what is incredibly disappointing. Meme, are you ready?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Before I start, my favorite Easter candy of all time. I foundered myself on Easter candy once when I was a kid, so I don't like the vast majority of it. I do love Cadbury eggs. They're my favorite. I love them. And you only get them once a year, so when you get them, you get excited. You know what's disappointing? When you get it,
Try that.
and it's dried out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, see? Yeah. I mean, it's still delicious, but it's disappointing. I'm not going to lie to you. Somebody told me last night that I shouldn't talk while I'm eating because I guess she can't understand me.
Wow.
Yeah, but I can't help it. I think I'm very easily understood when I eat. This hair. Me and Mimi were talking about the fact that good hairdressers are really, really hard to find. True that. I'm just gonna get me some pigtail extensions and be done with it. That'd be cute, wouldn't it?
I think it would look good.
You think it would look good?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I've been eyeballing your hair, Mimi.
Mm-hmm.
The good Lord has blessed you with a lot of hair. You could probably spare some of that for me to have pigtails. It'd be kind of like kidney donation without the kidneys. Huh? Would you be my hair donor?
I guess we can let go underneath here. I would give you.
Yeah, but that's the gray part.
Well, it's diameter.
You didn't say what color.
Cut it off the top here, you know.
Right.
Like a big ring.
Have to be underneath so nobody know about
Like
it.
a ring around my head, you know.
All right. Well, I'm just saying it'll grow back. Whatever you cut off will grow back. Right?
Yeah.
Well, listen, if you needed pigtails, I would give you a pigtail.
And where would you get it?
What? You saying I can't grow pigtails? You saying I can't have pigtails?
No, I said where you would get it.
Well, here's the thing, mate. You didn't say the size of the pigtail. Now, I could give you like a micro tail. Micro tail! I'm so witty. Oh, slay me. I could give you a baby pigtail. I mean, it don't mean it's quality, not quantity.
Oh, okay.
It is. Somebody likes it when I have bangs. She does. She likes the bangs. If playing with my hair was a full-time job, I'd never have to leave the house. And I used this stuff last night. I did a little piggy soak, and I'm just going to tell you, it was quite lovely. I enjoyed it. The snow has not started yet, but they say it's going to, and I'm cold. I go from hot to cold, hot to cold, hot to cold. I can't make up my mind. I was warm earlier. I'm cold now. You want one of these fig bars? They're healthy.
I don't think it ever sounds.
One's apple and one's raspberry. They're wheat, some kind of wheat, something or other. They weren't bad. They're dry, but they weren't bad. Let's see here. Let's see what everybody's doing, because that's what we were doing earlier when we found the 23 whatever blah 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 blahs. Let's see. Anything good happening? Chocolate and diet soda does not taste good together. The metal can heaters. Have you seen those? You take an old can and soak some toilet paper with alcohol and stick it in the can and light it, and it like burns for hours. Apparently, it really works. 6 signs you are actually maturing, not just aging. There's a Maya Angelou quote. Most people don't grow up, most people age. They find parking spaces, honor their credit cards, get married, have children, and call that maturity. What that is aging. There's a difference, you see. Did you know that? Did you?
No. No, it isn't.
So, here are the 6 signs you are actually maturing, May. Patience. If you can learn patience, if you're more accepting of situations when they don't go as planned, the ability to listen.
What?
Such a funny guy. Surrender to change. I think that's probably a big one for a lot of people, don't you think? Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't deal well with change. I go back and forth with that. Sometimes I'm okay with it. Sometimes, right. And it depends on, I mean, like work changes, sometimes you're cool with. Personal life changes, I think a lot of people probably struggle with that one. A relinquishment of expectation. Ask most 20-year-olds what kind of future they envision for themselves by the age of 40, and they'll most likely have a few solid ideas. Check in with them at 40, and they'll most likely tell you how they never could have imagined their lives turning out the way they did. Far from being the burden so many experience this as, it is, in fact, one of life's greatest gifts, the calling for you to release expectation. As we just pointed out, you know what? I really can do without the noise while I'm trying to read.
Okay.
Really?
It's not noise. It's music.
Okay, well, you know what? I can't walk and chew bubblegum at the same time. And here I am trying to read, and here you are having damn Casey Kasem's American Top 40.
I'm sorry about that.
You're a really shitty co-host.
Go right ahead.
And now I've done lost my place. Number 5.
Number 5, folks.
An understanding of what love actually is. This is a true one too. So many young people are sure that they have experienced love, when in fact, what they've been through is an intense combination of biological and physiological need fulfillment. That's true. And it's like you'll see these people who are like serial monogamists, who will get in a relationship and they're like, oh, I love this person so much. I love them so much. They are my world. They are my everything. I love them. Yada, yada, yada. The shit hits the fan. 2 weeks later, they meet somebody else. Oh my God. I love them. They are my everything. Yeah. And I think it's because, and I've said this before, I think as humans, I think we are so enamored with the idea of being in love. We love the idea of being in love. And we love all that entails, and the closeness and the romance. And I think sometimes we'll just accept anything as, oh my God, this is awesome. And I think when we get older, after our heart's been kicked around a little bit, I think then we kind of start looking at things a little more objectively. I know for me, I mean, the more I get hurt, the more jaded I get. I'm not going to lie. But I think sometimes that jadedness is good because it causes you to not look at every single relationship like, oh, this is great. You're a little more cautious about it, you know? Number 6, a release of self-importance. The mature person has learned that the world doesn't revolve around men. You mean it doesn't? Yeah, this was stupid. Piss on that. Let's go back to something else. Let's find the dumb text again. That was funny. Alright. Somebody asking for yard sales. Oh, Larry won't be on Orange is the New Black season 3. Are you an Orange is the New Black fan? You've never seen Orange is the... May, what is wrong with you? Orange is the New Black, the Netflix original series?
No, I've never seen it.
What? I'll pray for you. Okay, your assignment for the week. Do you have Netflix? You have Netflix? Okay. Your assignment for this week, because we're going to discuss it, and I'm going to quiz you next week.
No.
There's two seasons? 2 seasons. And it won't take you long to watch it, especially if you get snowed in. You're to go to the Netflix, and you're going to pull up the Orange is the New Black. And you are to binge watch the 2 seasons, because season 3 is coming up in June, and you're going to have to be caught up so we can talk about it and discuss it. Well, we'll come back to this because you don't know who Larry is, so we'll come back to that. But I'm very serious. If I come to work next week and find out you didn't watch it.
Ah.
Uh-huh.
Wait a minute.
Oh, honey, it ain't a threat. It's a promise. You think honey, I will take you out and beat you, honey, out somewhere where only Jesus can hear you scream.
Mm-hmm. About anywhere around here.
It's supposed to be down the road. What else we got? What else we got? Pictures of babies. Stop eating so much meat. A top U.S. nutritional panel says. I go back and forth with that. The eating of the meat. Sometimes if I really sit and think about eating meat, I don't want to eat it because then I see the animal's face. But if I don't think about it, then
I like cherry candy.
Here she goes with the cherry candy. Ugh. Lips and assholes. It really was lips and assholes. Okay. Oh, that looks good. Somebody had some fresh green beans. Fresh corn. I do miss having vegetables and stuff canned. I really would love to learn how to do that. It just scares me. I'm afraid I'm going to burn myself. People drinking liquor. It's Friday night. Liquor Friday. Liquor, you brought her. Somebody got a toothache. Did you see the recipe that I posted for the layered Southwestern cornbread salad? I happen to love cornbread salad, and I will tell you, Campbell's makes a delicious cornbread salad. But this has got maters and sour cream and all sorts of good stuff. So your mission, should you choose to accept it, is that next week, while you're watching Orange is the New Black, you should make this layered Southwestern cornbread salad and bring some to me. Okay, I'll be sure to share it to your wall. Babies, Law and Order SVU, more babies. Snow pictures, gay pictures. People selling stuff. Clothes. Selling some clothes. My cousin's water lungs just exploded. For the second time this week. Well, but he's a handy guy, so if anybody can fix it, it'd be him. He's a handy fella. Yeah. Have you seen the 28 Reasons Children of the 70s Should All Be Dead link? Have you ever seen that? And it really is when you think about it. It's amazing. There's so much stuff today with these kids that I may not like that.
Nowadays don't get arrested.
They don't know, honey. They don't know nothing. As a kid in the 70s and 80s, it was a special kind of... I am froze to death. Are you cold? I'm froze to death. As a kid in the 70s and 80s, it was a special kind of fun to find or build your own secret hideout. It might be an abandoned building or a dubiously constructed treehouse built in the nearby woods. Either way, it was somewhere you'd hang out for hours without any parents having the faintest clue where you were. True. True. Kids had their own secret spaces where they vanished for hours. Mm-hmm. Cooking unsupervised was a normal part of being a kid. Yeah. Kids' explosions. What could go wrong? Some of the more popular fireworks with 1970s kids were firecrackers, bottle rockets, smoke bombs, ground flowers, and Roman candles. These types of fireworks mostly exploded close to the ground, but they were still capable of doing some serious damage. Yeah, they were. But we played with them. Nobody ever lost a finger. Play dates. Yeah, it was just, I mean, it was a different time. Kids are so sheltered, I think, nowadays. Pregnant moms smoked and drank, and everybody's mom smoked and drank. Explains a lot. The middle seat in front seemed a safe place for kids. We never had car seats. Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm not going to read all these. My back hurts. This is one of those times that I wish my husband was here. That man has got freakishly strong hands. I'm talking freakishly strong. Well, I need him to help me out with those continuing ed hours for my national registry. Honey, I ain't heard a peep out of him. That's how he does me. Runs off and marries some other woman. And then what do I get? Scraps. I'm first wife. Dwayne, if you're watching this, I'm first wife. And Ginger, you ain't nothing. I ain't scared of you. Alright. Let's see, what else? Anything? You want to make some popcorn or you just want to have some of this?
I don't want any right now.
Yeah, I'm afraid to get too comfortable. I'm afraid to get too comfortable.
Yeah.
I hurt my finger, but I do have a Smurf Band-Aid. And that's very nice. It's very lovely. And that's something else, cartoons. You know, when we was kids, cartoons were fun.
Yeah.
Tom and Jerry was probably my favorite. What was your favorite cartoon as a kid?
I played Tom and Jerry.
Yeah. Tom and Jerry was my favorite cartoon. The Smurfs were alright. They were okay. Bugs Bunny. I like that. But yeah, you'll catch somebody flipping through channels and see cartoons and stuff nowadays, and I'm like, those aren't cartoons.
No, now you don't want kids to watch.
I think that's another big thing. You know, when we was little, you didn't hear a lot of bad words and profanity used on TV. Now you'll be watching something, and you think you're watching, somebody's got a movie or a tape or a DVD in, and it's like actually on TV. And it's like, they would never have said that. You reckon that's why I use so much bad language now, because I didn't get to use it as a kid? I heard somebody say fag one time. I was in the 5th grade. I heard somebody use the word fag, and I went home and used it at the dinner table.
Oh.
Ended up getting the immortal shit beat out of me. So what do? I go look it up in the dictionary. And a fag is a twig, or a faggot is a bundle of twigs. And so here I am trying to protest, you know, like I'm a freaking ACLU lawyer at the age of, 9 or 10 or whatever. protesting my beating. I called the kid a bundle of twigs. Yeah, yeah. I didn't know. I don't know what a fag was. I'd never heard the word before. Honey, nowadays, little 6-year-old kid call you everything but a white woman. Cuss you till a fly wouldn't land on you. And it's normal. I mean, if you heard a child, I remember one time I might have been 17. And I had a paper route in the neighborhood. And there was these 2 little kids that just kind of appeared. And their mom worked all the time. They were latchkey kids. And they were a little rough around the edges. And I remember they was 9 and 10 years old. Well, the 9-year-old smoked and cussed. Now, this was back in, when would this be in? Hell, I don't know. 84, 85, something like that. I mean, that's a long time ago. And to see a kid doing that, honey, you know that kid's probably in prison now.
Yeah.
He's probably inmate number 543 BR 549. Making license plate. Because this little kid would pick up butts off the street and smoke them. I remember asking him, where's your mother? Where's your mama? I don't give a fuck. I just said the bad word. I was just repeating what he said. But those were just this small, teeny tiny child. I was mortified.
See, my kids, if they did something like that when I was small, I would have beat them.
Honey, I wouldn't have teeth.
I wouldn't have beat them.
But the thing is, we didn't know those kind of words. You never heard, listen. Of course, now I understand that my mother was probably a little extreme. But do you know that up until I was a senior in high school, I had a bedtime of 9. I had to be in bed by 9 o'clock. As a senior in high school, my mother made me go to bed at 9 o'clock. I wasn't allowed junk food. I wasn't allowed soda pop. I would sneak and have it, of course. I mean, I was a kid. Hello, turn your back. I'm gonna have some. But my mother was very particular about what I ate, what I drank, how I looked. You know, I'm not saying that she was one of those moms who, you know, appearance was everything, but I think she kind of knew. I think she kind of knew what path I was headed down, and she was very careful to dress me very feminine, to really cultivate my feminine side. And but you know what? Looking back, I was so healthy. I was so thin. My hair was really pretty. I had the most beautiful complexion as a teenager. Never had a blemish because I didn't eat junk.
Yeah.
She wouldn't allow it. Ladies didn't use bad language. Ladies didn't lift when they were having their shark attack. I wasn't allowed to play sports when I was having my cycle. Was not. But it was a different time then.
Yeah.
It was a much different time. So.
The good old days.
It was kind of the good old days. Absolutely. All right, my back hurts. I'm gonna go lay down. You all stay in, stay warm.